Welcome to this episode of the GymInformer podcast. I'm Chris Gilbert, your host for this episode. And today we have the owners of FXBG Iron, the brand new, huge, badass gym in Fredericksburg, Virginia. If you haven't been there yet, you definitely need to check it out. I got a chance to work out there recently. Before we get started talking to the owners, let me take a pause and I'll show you the photos I took of the gym while I was there. All right, guys, I'm excited to have you on. Before we get to talking about the gym, could you give us a little bit of background about what was your path to becoming gym owners?
I'll let you go ahead and start.
So our path was one that was quite different and unique. It was one that just we kind of stumbled upon and etched it out on a piece of paper at the kitchen table, and here we are. So, but we've had a passion for the gym for, as long as we both can remember.
Well, we just knew that we wanted to do something in a fitness, the direction, something that we wanted to do to give Fredericksburg something better than average. We and most of the people that we are around, our members, we are thinking that Fredericksburg didn't have a gym like us to come in here and to give them what they wanted. Most of the gyms are corporate franchise owners, and that is not going to cut it in this day and age.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, and you guys are the only gym remotely like what you guys have for at least probably 45 minutes around you.
Yes, we are the next gym that's maybe similar to us. There's really two of them, one in Richmond and the other one is in Woodbridge. They just opened up a new one. It's called something different.
Yeah, which are like 45 minutes away, probably, right?
Yeah, who wants to go over there in the traffic? Plus, you got a A1 gym in here, and we have everything that they have and better. We got a better spacing, better vibe, better lights, better recovery. We just have everything we think, and we know that we have a better stuff than everybody else. And I challenge anybody who can come over here, not in a bad way, but it's a good way. I challenge you guys to come in here, take a look at it, work out in these machines, see the vibe, see the atmosphere, and just say if this is for you or not.
Yeah, no, totally. So let's get into the equipment. Like you guys decided to go with high-end, brand new equipment throughout the gym. You've got Watson, you've got Atlantis, you've got Panada. Like you've got some of the best manufacturers that I love seeing in a gym. Like what made you decide to go with those manufacturers?
Well, can I answer this?
Yeah.
So we have been working out at the gyms throughout the country, throughout Virginia, like Fredericksburg, and we've seen what they have. Most of the equipment and most of the manufacturers that they have, they are either Chinese made or something like that. It's not very prime, equipment. So for us, we wanted something different. We wanted to give the different taste to people. So we decided, okay, what are the best manufacturers out there? We sat down and we looked at them. We did a lot of research. We looked at them. Okay, what is good? What is not? What is more suited for this area? What is more suited for girls, guys, older people, younger people? So we just decided that let's just come up with this thing. And we looked at all these things. And finally, we decided these are the manufacturers that we wanted to work with. And we had a nice distributor. He's a pretty good guy. And he has his own company that he does a lot of distributing around the country. So with his suggestions, we just decided to go with Watson, Jim Leco, Max Pump, Atlantis, Nautilus. And we got some really, really cool equipment come in. couple of them by Gym80, which is a new company in Germany. And these are like the Ferraris and Lamborghini of the machines. They don't even make those and set them in their warehouses. They actually wait until you order it, and then they make it and send it to you on your colors, the preference of your leather, and all that stuff. So we are a different breed. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and GymInformer is huge. Like that's some equipment that takes up a footprint, and you guys definitely have the footprint to put in some big pieces of equipment.
Yeah, those would be the centerpieces that we're going to put over here. We have a lot of centerpieces in here. Like I'm pretty sure you saw the our Watson pump operated hack squat. It's just one of a kind in the world. They're the only ones that are making it.
Yeah,
and we were very adamant about getting that because people haven't seen something like that, and it's just a centerpiece. It's like you get a Bentley and put it in your house, and you have all the other things around you. So you just say, okay, we want to do that. We think that our equipment compared to the other gyms that we have gone and seen and worked out, that if you compare it like apple to apples, like could be like a Toyotas or Hondas, and we have Bentleys and Lamborghinis in here. I don't want to put them down other places. That's good for certain people. But in our gym, we think that if you want to level up, you come to a little bit of elite place, that you want to take your workout to a higher, degree. This is the place for you.
And
it's definitely the highest.
One thing that's really great about all of our equipment is that most of the time there's a large height difference between each human, right? And our equipment, every piece, you can adjust it for the body and not your body for the equipment. So therefore, since Ray's much taller than I am, we can both work out on the same pieces of equipment. And I'm not trying, overcompensating or using different muscles that aren't even supposed to be used because the equipment doesn't fit me right.
No, 100%. Yeah, those higher end pieces of equipment they've really added tons of adjustments to them.
Yeah.
So I don't usually talk about organization whenever I'm talking to gym owners, but I feel like it's something that we need to talk about when it comes to your gym. Like I never thought I would go to a gym. I mean, I've been to close to 350 gyms now, and I never thought I would go to a gym and I would walk away going, there might be too much space between equipment. You guys have so much space in your gym and so much space in between your equipment. They're like, but I know you did that on purpose. So you want to talk about that a little bit?
The gym by itself, actually the whole place, there used to be a food line when we just came and leased it. The whole place is over 38,000, almost 40,000 square foot. We have some more stuff in the back that we're going to incorporate that later on in the future to maybe classes, maybe some other things that we're going to be doing. But the gym itself in this area, it's almost 30,000 square foot. So we decided, okay, what are you going to do with this 30,000 square foot? Could we have just bought a bunch of more like average equipment and just bunched it together? You have 2 feet between the things. People are running into each other. You can't even pick up your plates and put it on it because somebody's behind you. So we decided, no, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to make this classy, and we're going to make this space for what people are asking for. People are not asking for busy, nasty, dirty places. People are asking for really nice and clean, really nice spaced out equipment, at least 4, 5, 6 feet apart. So they can have plenty of room to move around. They have privacy looking at their phones or whatever they're doing. So I think I think we did a really good job on that, just implementing that. And I think people liked it and people are responding. Everybody who comes in, the first thing they say is, wow, this place is huge. I've had people come from California, Vegas, like Miami, and they just walk in. They've seen big gyms, and they walk in. They just go, "Wow, I've never been to this. This gym is huge." And then when you walk around, you're not tight. It's not everything is tight together.
And to add on to that, we're 100% film friendly. So then that way, when people are filming themselves, there's less of an opportunity for someone else to be, captured in the video.
Oh yeah, it's totally Instagram friendly and social media friendly. Yeah, I've probably been to more gyms than anyone else in the country at this point, and I've never been to a gym with more spacing than yours. So like, that was pretty cool and definitely unique.
Yeah, our members are really like that. They have responded to that like greatly, and everybody who comes in get a new membership or the old ones, they're like, man, I love the spacing. I have so much room. I don't want people to be on top of each other. You go to
Hmm.
our competitive gyms, we all know who they are. You go to those gyms, you're not going to be able to move between the two machines. There
Hmm.
are so many. It's these days, all the kids are into working out and stuff like that, which is great. But when you bunch of people together and standing around, then that's going to create a problem for like certain people that they want to move, they want more space, and we didn't want to do that. We went a different route, and I think it paid off for us.
Yeah. And I didn't get to see the nighttime atmosphere, but we talked about it. And you guys have set the gym up with two very different atmospheres. There's like the daytime atmosphere where you've got the LED lights, you've got the cool mural on the wall. But then when it gets to be nighttime, you want to talk about that a little bit, Ray? Like this nightclub vibe that you guys have set
Yeah,
up?
we have these hex lights throughout, and then we have these nice spotlights that just shine. But at nighttime, most of the time, normally when it gets dark after 6, 7 o'clock, uh, we have also a lot of these spotlights that they're colorful. They're blue, orange, green, purple, and they add this little vibe of like a nightclub vibe to it, right? So at nighttime, we turn off these white lights, which is the bigger hexagon lights. We turn those off, and these lights are pretty cool. Sometimes they're attached to the music; they go off with the music, and sometimes not. But the whole place becomes like really nice, cool, like dark, but not so dark. We still have lights around, but it's become something that people love. People just always they ask us, turn them off, and we sometimes just go, okay, we got to turn them off. And of course, there's a little point in here that there's like we have older people that work out in here. You don't want to make it too dark for them, so we gauge every night. We'll see who's here, who's not. We got a younger crowd that they want it. That's when we do it.
Yeah, no, I thought it was super cool that just in the fact that you have the ability to have two different atmospheres, you've got the like more of the new school, like hex lighting, the LED, like cool action. And then if you want to really amp it up for that young crowd, you've got what you've got that experience. Like, and I love when gym owners are really paying attention to their gyms and paying attention to the experience that they're creating for their members.
Right.
That's exactly right. I mean, we're trying to, we call ourselves a new generation gym. Okay. That the old uh, footprint of corporate franchise gyms, like big gyms that they were good at 90s and 2000, and those trends are dead. We're trending into something that you can provide people with a cool place, a big cool place with a nice dark colors that people don't have to look at all purple and green and orange colors. Everything is dark, and then all of a sudden you get these nice lights. So the whole thing was to calm people down. And if you notice, and you were here, and our members tell you, we don't have any TVs around. There's
Yeah, no
not
TV.
even one TV. There's a one TV in our recovery place for kids and families. They go over there, watch football or whatever. Other than that, there's no TV in here. And the reason being is we want you to come in here, put your headphones on, or listen to our music and concentrate on working out. That's the reason.
No, I totally get that. Yeah, and it was refreshing. Like the gym I work at on a regular basis, they have some TVs in there, but they're kind of pointless. Nobody pays attention to them anyway.
Right.
So well, I don't even know why they have them in there.
Or
Um,
sometimes people just sitting around watching CNN for 20 minutes on a bench, which what it
mhm.
does is takes away that from somebody else.
Yeah.
So this
Oh,
way,
100%.
people are just coming in, focusing, concentrating, and doing what they have to do.
Yeah. No, totally. We talked about a lot of the things that you guys are doing really well, and I think that you're doing a ton of things really well. Is there anything at this point? I know that you're still fairly new and still like getting the gym where you want it, but is there anything at this point you wish you were already doing better?
I believe that probably doing better would be providing more classes. We are going to start, we're in the process of seeking out individuals to do a couple of different classes, but I think classes would be a great thing to start. I really like that our demographic is we don't have one demographic here. We cater to all ages, and it shows in our memberships. But one of the things that's really been great is community has really shined out, which is something that Ray and I both wanted to see happen. So definitely that. And then, we do have a powerlifting meet scheduled for June. Understanding the powerlifting community personally is something that is a goal so that we can cater to them. We have a really good bodybuilding program here. So I would like that to also fall in line with powerlifting as well.
Oh,
So
and
we have,
community
yeah,
really
we have a lot of stuff planned. Sorry, we have a lot of stuff planned for the future that we're going to surprise our members coming up. We just don't want to. We've been open only really for 6 months to 7 months.
Right.
Really, if you wanted to look at it, we've been open since July 26th, which was our grand opening, and until now. So it's only 6 months and few days, that we've been open. And with that being said, we have gotten big, and we have gotten a lot of feedback from our members. We have gotten to a point that we are happy but not satisfied.
Right.
Maybe I'm going to put it that way. So we think we can do better. And one thing about me that she knows too, and a lot of people know, I don't like to stay still. Because if you don't make changes, if you don't improve every day, you fall behind. And when you fall behind, you have to start playing catch up. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's why we constantly in here coming up with ideas, changing. We just got tanning beds.
Yeah.
We just got new SkyQ 3 body shape machine that we got from California, which is give you 3-dimensional, pictures and images of your body that it's going to show you fat, protein, all contents of your body. We just added the sauna, and we got a lot of other stuff that come in, but we're just going to kind of keep that a surprise. To give it to our members.
I want to get into the future of the gym because I know you kind of touched on that already. But before we get into the future of the gym and what you guys' plans are down the road, one of the things I thought was super unique about your gym that I wanted to touch on during this conversation was the fact that like your red light therapy and your cryotherapy are included in your membership. Like
Correct.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. So this new path of fitness that has been created. If you're an old school, you want to just work out and go home, eat your chicken breast, drink your protein shake, and sit back on the couch. You think that the sleep is going to be good enough for you. That stuff is outdated now, based on the research, based on all the things you got pro athletes now. You see how they take care of their body. They don't just rest. Rest is part of the equation. You have to recover. These days, there's 3 things that goes hand in hand. You have to have performance, you have to have recovery, and then you have your nutrition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Performance, we provide with equipment, with the gym, over here. We give them that. And nutrition, we also guide them. We have meals in here for them to do. We have protein shake machine in here. So we can guide them into that. But the recovery is really what we take pride in.
Yeah.
Recovery services, not a lot of gyms have the recovery service that we have. You will find maybe few gyms after we opened up that they started to implement cryotherapy. The reason is cryotherapy is a very expensive machine, and it uses nitrogen, but our one uses electric and water. So it is super, super cool. Not only that, we have the state-of-the-art one. That's a brand new cryotherapy, and it goes up to minus 100 degrees. People love that. We have red light therapy, which is still ours, a medical grade red light therapy, not one of those the clam tan looking ones.
It also includes our bed is actually red light, infrared, and blue light. So it's hitting the outside and the inside of your skin for all recovery.
So yeah, multiple things in there.
And then we have a roller shake machine, which is a lymphatic roll shaper, which is basically like getting a lymphatic massage, but on a machine. And there is instruction that goes with that. So you do a whole body. It actually has built-in collagen and infrared. And so you're burning calories while you're on it.
And then you got sauna, you got compression boots after doing squats. You can just put the compression boots. Now we're going to have, after next week, we're going to have tanning. Everything is included in here. We wanted to be, how you go to the resorts, like in Bali or like Cancun or something. Everything is all inclusive. That's the atmosphere we wanted to create in here. You come through the door, you go work out. You don't have to go to Central Park. You don't have to go to Fairfax to your cryo. You don't have to go drive somewhere else to do. Everything is here, and it's provided with your membership. Everyone gets one cryo, one red light, one lymphatic, whatever they want. They get one of those per week. So they get 4 per month, which is plenty. You don't want to do any more than that. And they can exchange it and stuff too. So they come in, they do their performance, and then they say, can I do the cryo for recovery? They go do their cryotherapy, and then they grab their meals over here. They grab their protein shake, and they go home. So what that tells them, that you completely recovered. Okay, so you come in, you did your workout. Now you sore, you recover, and go home, do the rest. That part is yours. So we provide all that stuff for our customers. And I think we've done a good job. And I think we're one of the only gyms that has a full, really wellness center like this.
We also have a meal prep delivery service that drops meals off multiple times a week. So you can purchase meals at the front desk. It has the macros on them and everything. So you know what you're getting.
That's super cool. Yeah, I saw that when I was there.
Hey, we even have a pool table.
Yeah.
If you get tired, you and your friends, you're tired of working out, you just want to, let's play some pool, just get the stress out.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's not the first gym I've been to with a pool table. I have been to another gym or two with a pool table. You talked about like the 40,000 square feet. So I know you guys you mentioned you only been open for 6 or 7 months, and you're at some point, you mentioned to me a little bit about the future of the gym when I was there. Like, what are the future plans that you're willing to talk about?
Okay, so we have some stuff planned for the back area, but I think, so one of the things that we really thought about is childcare, for example, right? But the childcare requires so many permits, so many hassles, and so many loops that you have to go through. So we have the space in the back. So once we decide what permits we have to go through the county and stuff like that, we might implement that in the future. We are just thinking about that. Well, we haven't decided yet. We are doing some classes now. We might add some room back there for classes. We have opened up about 4,000 square foot in there that we're going to be doing powerlifting.
Yeah, that section for the powerlifting is going to open once it warms up a little bit more. But there's an area that's already been expanded for powerlifting. There's it's the loading dock area. So there's 3 bay doors back there. So it'll be a really nice environment. And then there's 2 extra restrooms back there.
So we needed more restrooms. So we're working on that to make the restrooms available for people too. So when they're on that side of the gym, they can just go ahead easily. They don't have to walk all the way because it's such a large place. So ladies don't have to walk all the way to the ascent to go to the restroom. So they can use it over there.
And also something that is, since we are talking about space and plans for the gym, I also want to mention that the way that we purchase new equipment is actually by member buy-in. So in December, January timeframe, we actually released a survey out to our members and said, hey, what type of equipment do you want? What piece do you want? We did stuff on social media, and that helped us make the decision on what equipment was coming in. So every year that will continue to be how we roll out new pieces of equipment. That part of that maintenance fee goes for, equipment, and we want the members to be able to see that it actually goes to that.
And we also have at work right now for near future, we're going to have a merchandise center. Yeah. We're just going to build a really nice merchandise center in the front. We can have our hoodies because people love our merchandise. Our merch is like pretty hot for, people love that stuff. So we're going to implement that in there. And then we have an artist or two that they're going to be doing things on the wall, write stuff and put FXBG Iron Gym, pretty cool murals and stuff on the wall. So that's also coming in the future.
And we also have something in the near future is a stretch and corrective stretch specialist is going to be on site.
Oh, wow.
So he's working with a veterans program. So he's in a class now. He comes back. We're going to nail down the dates that he'll be in the gym and what that'll all look like. That will be real soon. That's in the very near future.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you've got a lot of work ahead of you just to get this gym where you guys want it to be and to maximize the space that you have. Will there ever be a second FXBG Iron gym, or are you guys comfortable and happy with just the one?
Well, I don't know yet because it's just we just opened up. We just like I tell everybody, we're in the infancy. We're just baby steps. We're like a little baby, 2-year-old baby or 1-year-old baby. We're just learning how to walk. Once we get to the point that we can run a little bit, and then we can just maybe do something. Obviously, it won't be FXBG Iron. It'll be whatever that location
Right.
is. That would be like, but we are looking at the stuff, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I've seen horror stories where people opened up one, and after about 8 months, I'm going to open up another one. Just because they think that the success can translate to something else, and they fail. And we don't want to do that. We want to be completely successful in here. We're going to build a community in here. We're going to have a membership base that they can follow us everywhere. They know the brand. We're creating a brand in here. We're not just opening up a gym. With our logos, with our merchandise, with our everything is a brand in here. So hopefully we want to translate that brand in the future to something bigger and better or the same. But that's just down the road. So we haven't.
Oh yeah. Totally. No, that's very smart too. Is don't try to run before you're walking really well.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. The last question I always ask gym owners whenever I have them on is, you guys are 6-7 months in. You've learned a ton. There's a lot of people who watch this podcast who it's their dream and their goal to own a gym one day. Mm-hmm. So, is there a piece of advice or some advice that you would have for someone who wants to open a gym, or it's their dream to open a gym one day?
My advice would be don't give up. I know it's cliche and stuff like that. Don't listen to other people. Don't let them burn your dream down. If you don't have the money, and if you don't listen to people that, you can't do this. The area is saturated. This, of course, there's truth to some of that. You can't just open up a gym down the street when there's 5 other gyms. That's not going to work that way. But in my opinion, a lot of people try to talk you out of it. They try to give you negative feedback, and it's like, don't do it. You're scared. So the fear, they try to put a fear in you. Okay. And a good entrepreneur and a good person is a risk taker. And the risk takers, they don't have fear. Okay. You just jump in with your feet and just say, okay, I'm in. Now I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. Yeah. So I suggest to younger people, if you want to do it, take your time, do it the right way, but just listen to your own inner side. But get advice from other people if they're going to give you positive advice. But the negative ones, just block it out.
And keep your circle small.
Yep.
Circle small. And just remember what your vision is. Because when it is tough, it's hard to see the vision will come into fruition, right? So you just stay the course, it will.
And always give your members what they want. Yeah. Don't forget about the members that you have. And she tells me that all the time. I sometimes go, we need more. We need more. We need more. That's the type of a person I am. But she'll say, let's take care of the ones that we have along with the other ones. Okay. So once you forget about the members you have, you don't give them the things that they want, then you're not going to have a successful thing, because they are the one that make you successful.
Oh, 100%. Definitely.
And there's little things like I think that in the gym industry, there's females are sometimes a little left out. And so I think with our combination, we've really done well with incorporating, things for the ladies, so they do have a 10-foot motivational mirror in the women's locker room. I'm sharing because I know you didn't get an opportunity to see. They have a little just in case corner that has like random supplies in there, but like really thinking, if you're going to do it, if you're going to open the gym, think, what would I really want as a member, my ultimate dream, and then just go with it. Just take it and go with it.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome advice. I appreciate you guys coming on, and I think we did a pretty good job of telling the story of the gym. Is there anything else you wanted to tell people about the gym, or about your story before we close up?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's one thing I would really like to mention is we're big on education here. So we do offer seminars. Everything's free. You don't even have to be a member to come. So we do nutrition. We did a powerlifting. We do a lot of bodybuilding to help with posing. Our bodybuilding program, we actually go to shows as the gym, buy backstage passes, help prep, the person for stage. So we'll use that model for other things as we continue to grow. But I think what's really important is here we don't just believe on, the recovery and the workout is really good, right? But educating people is just as important. So we're really working hard at making sure people are getting educated on nutrition and all competitive sports as well.
And just come see us. Just the best way to find out who we are and what we are. Just come take a look at the place. You walk through the door and you want to see what you see it for yourself. There are no other gyms that, well, maybe few, but not a lot of gyms that you're going to have the owner there all the time. Owners are going to be here all the time and answer your questions. Majority of the places like a franchise or the corporate gym, they'll have general managers sitting over there. But over here, you're face to face with us. If you have a problem, they just come to us and say, hey, Ray, hey, Dan, we have this problem in here. And we just go ahead and solve it, or we just, address it right there.
There's a solution for everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, and I love that. I love when I walk into a gym and I'm like, hey, what do you guys think about Ray? And they know who Ray is. Like,
yep.
It just makes a huge difference in that whole corporate. And that
I don't know if you want to ask too many people that, Chris, but that's okay. Just don't ask who Ray. Where's Ray? Don't tell him that.
No, I asked a couple people and that everybody had good things to say about you.
Oh, great. Thank you.
So I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys coming on and thank you guys.
Thank you.
We thank you your time, and everybody come see FXBG Iron Gym 24/7, 365, 205 Kings Highway. Come see us and get a membership.
Yeah.
Be a part of us.
Definitely.
All right.